Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Now, I know it's been, you know, pretty much, I've been pretty much slacking off on posting videos, right? Being consistent like I used to be, right? There's many factors to that, right? One of them being the reason for this video, right? I don't know, like around the ending of May, right? I got the idea to be like, you know what, let me try to see if I could expunge my criminal record, right? My felony convictions. It just came out of nowhere, right? Just boom, instantly it came to my head, and I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty good, right? I didn't even know really nothing about, just what I had to do or if that was even possible, right? But I kind of looked into it and I saw there are some requirements, right? Like for you to be able to qualify to get your criminal record expunged. And that's what I did, right? On May, that's what I hired an attorney, got him to do the paperwork, send it to the courts, right, the judge and all that. And apparently, I did meet the requirements to get my record expunged, right? Man, it feels good, right? Because I've been having that record since I was, imagine, 17, right? I got busted when I was 17. I'm already in my 30s, you know what I mean? So it would kind of hinder me, right, in certain things. Now, I know a lot of people think, oh, it's not much. You could do, yeah, but then when there's certain type of jobs you're trying to get, right, it does affect you, right? And most of you guys know about my disability, right, with my right arm. So plus a record, right, it was really like, damn, you know what I mean? It was kind of whack, But I'll be lying to you guys, right? If I didn't tell you guys, how if you guys see my videos, the ones where I would talk about how, I was used to getting let down and stuff like that, and that type of mentality was coming up again, right, in my head. I was like, I had to wait for a few months, right, to get back from the courts and see if they had actually granted my request or denied it, right? And I was stressed out, homie. I was like, man, I started in the end of May, the process. It was pretty cost effective, right? I didn't think it cost much. It was like over a grand, right? A little over a grand that I paid. And yeah, I was just waiting, bro. I was waiting for just the attorney to let me know anything or just following up and shit with the courts. And yeah, man, that old me, right? That negativity started creeping in. It would tell me like, man, like, what are you gonna do? Like, did it deny you? You know what I mean? Like all this just thoughts of doubt, right, and stuff like that. I was just kind of stressing out, right? Or I remember like not that long ago, I had just pretty much left it in God's hands, right? I just told myself, you know what? Uh, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. God knows best, and if it's not meant for me to do that, then it's not meant. Don't trip. Don't stress on it. And sure enough, like shortly after, I ended up getting the okay that it did go through, right? Now I've got several other plans, right? That I'm like, man, like this opens the doors for me a lot, right? Like what job opportunities that I could get and whatnot. And pardon for the background, right? I'm already in the spirit, right, for Halloween. Even though it's August, I'm already like feeling it, right? Uh, but yeah, man, I'm excited, right? To see what the future holds. Just not only like I'm trying to get back on my grind, right, for the YouTube too, but also for my personal life. I've always had a holiday, right? Thank God I've had a job, but I'm just trying to level up too, right? For my family's sake too, right? And for my own sake. Uh, but yeah, man. Like I said, there is a few requirements, right? That you have to in order to qualify to get your felony conviction expunged, right? Uh, some of them was never get to the pinta, right? I never made it to the pinta, right? I was able to stay in the youth authority and the camp. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys know uh, that's where I was able to stay, right, when I was 17. As a matter of fact, I didn't even think I was gonna make it, because they tell you, right, if you're an M number, they pull you aside in reception and they tell you like, yo, just try, see if you qualify. I remember the food, I think it was the counselor, they were telling me like, look, you're not gonna fucking go, you know what I mean? They told me straight up like, you're not gonna go because of your arm. They're like, there's no way they're gonna accept you, right? And next thing you know, when they sent me up there, I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't think I qualified, you know what I mean? But I guess, God is good, and I was able to stay in the youth authority system, I guess, in that form, you could say, right? The youth authority by then, it was already pretty much closing down anyways. There was only like a few institutions open. Norwalk, which reception. Preston was closing down already, so they weren't really sending nobody over there. OH was for youngsters. Chad was mostly like up north, right? And that was pretty much it. There was all the institutions were closing down, and then they had their camp, which was down south, which was Ventura camp, and then they had up north Pine Grove camp. So that's one of the qualifications, right? I was able, because I never went to the Pinta, right? There was another things where if you violated, right, on parole, on probation when you got out, I never violated. I was pretty much, I might say, right, I was doing good. I never violated, never, probation, nothing like that, on parole. What other things? If you go to the county, I think if you made it to the county, I think you could still get it expunged as long as you never got to prison, right? And that's mostly for like pretty much, I guess you could say Y numbers or ME numbers, right? That a lot of people were doing that. Let me tell you, when I was right there, pretty much everybody was doing it. Now, one thing is if you stayed there, you know what I mean? Like if you stayed there, if you were getting caught with the cuernos or with the fucking drogas and stuff like that, then you were getting kicked out back to the pen, right? Or going to the pen. But a lot of us were doing that, right? Shit, why not? You know what I mean? We were able to stay close down, hometown, right? Ventura, like an hour and a half, 2 hours away, right? So, yeah, I guess that's like some, and of course other charges you can, right? Like let's say sexual charges and shit like that, or not too sure. I know for sure it's like a sexual crimes and shit like that. But man, yeah, I'm excited, man. I just wanted to let you guys know why I've kind of been, that and other reasons, right? I've just been kind of focusing on other parts of my life, right? But nonetheless, guys, I'm gonna still try to do my best for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you guys got a little bit something out of it. Maybe some of you guys might be like, shit, maybe I qualify, you know what I mean? Like I said, if you meet those requirements, right? If you never made it to the Pinta, you didn't really catch another case, you know what I mean? Or things like that, then you should be good to go, because that's how I was able to get my shit expunged, right? But anyways, guys, I hope you liked today's video. But other than that, I'm out, guys. Peace.